So this is question number 3. Um, this is the figure that is given to you. Let's now label what is given here. D is the midpoint of BC. So if D is the midpoint of BC, that means this length must be equal to this length. DE and DF are perpendiculars on AB and AC. They're already marked here in the figure, such that DE is equal to DF. Also, DE, this length, is given to be equal to this length. So we mark it such that DE is equal to DF. Okay. Now the question is, prove that ABC is an isosceles triangle. The bigger triangle that you see here, you need to show that it is an isosceles triangle. How do you show it is an isosceles triangle? You can show that any two sides of the triangle are equal. Okay. But how do you show that the two sides are equal? First of all, what you see here is you have to identify that this triangle here and this triangle here are congruent, right? By whatever axiom we'll see. But this looks like these two triangles must be congruent because two corresponding sides are given to be equal. And also what you see is that one angle is also given, 90 degrees. That means by whatever axiom, it is possible to prove. We'll see whether it is possible or not. But we get a hint that it is possible to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Now, once we prove that these two triangles are congruent, it is possible here to prove that which angles are equal. If you see, opposite to this side, you have this angle here, and opposite to this side, you have this angle here. So in these two triangles, these two angles must be equal. But what you see is that this angle is nothing but angle B, and this angle is nothing but angle C of the bigger triangle. And if in any triangle, if two angles are equal, then the sides opposite to the equal angle must be equal. That means this side must be equal to this side. Therefore, the triangle is isosceles. Okay, so let's attempt to prove this. First, we shall see how to prove the triangles are congruent. So in triangle EBD and triangle FDC, what angle? Angle DEB is equal to angle DFC. Is equal to 90 degrees. This is given, right? What else? The side BD is equal to DC. This is also given. D is the midpoint of DC, right? And the third one is DE is equal to DF. This is also given. So therefore, triangle DEBD is congruent to triangle FDC. Now we see by what axiom have we proved. There's a right angle there, and this is the hypotenuse of the two triangles, and this is one side equal. That means this is by RHS axiom, right? So once we have proved that these two triangles are congruent, we can say that angle opposite to this side you have this angle, opposite to this side you have this angle. That means we can say angle EBD is equal to angle FCD by CPCT. Or what is angle EBD of the bigger triangle? If you see, angle BD is nothing but angle B. And what is angle FCD? It is nothing but angle C. That means, what can you say now? Opposite to angle B is the side AC, and opposite to angle C is the side AB. They are equal. Why? Give your reasons. In any triangle, opposite to equal angles are equal sides, and therefore we say triangle ABC is isosceles. Okay. Any question on this problem?
No, sir.
And we move on to the next problem. Now this problem is a little twisted, just that twisted in the sense that uh, you have to figure out uh, the triangles here. Which triangles are, um, you know, congruent. Let us draw the figure first, and we break this figure into two parts, just for your understanding. Let's draw the figure as it is given, then we'll see what can we do. This is the figure that is given to you. Now let's read the problem. In the figure given below, AD, BE, and CF are altitudes of triangle ABC, right? You know the meaning of altitude? The perpendicular drawn from a vertex to the opposite side. It's called the altitude. If AD is equal to BE is equal to CF, that means all these altitudes that are drawn here, this AD altitude, this CF altitude, and this BE altitude, all these are equal. Okay. What do we need to show here? We need to show that ABC is an equilateral triangle. We need to show that all the three sides of the bigger triangle, AB, AC, and BC, they are all equal. Okay. So let's identify the triangles first. First, you will identify if you see these two are the triangles in the figure. Right? These two are the triangles, we can prove congruent. How do we prove congruent? We start by saying in triangle BEC and triangle BFC. First of all, the 90-degree angles are equal. So we write angle BEC is equal to angle BFC equal to 90 degree. This is given. What you see is that BC, this side, is a common side. So we write BC is equal to BC, common side. And what else? It is also given that the altitudes are equal. That means the length BE is equal to BF. All these two are equal. This is given to you. Therefore, these two triangles must be congruent. Triangle BEC must be congruent to triangle BFC. If these two triangles are congruent, by what axiom can I say these two triangles are congruent? Can anyone say by what axiom?
Sir, SAS.
SAS. Why SAS? We have a 90-degree angle, we have a hypotenuse, and we have a side here also, right? So this is by RHS, isn't it?
Yes.
So these two triangles are congruent. So once I've shown that these two triangles are congruent, then what can I say about the sides of this triangle here in these two? Or the angles of the triangle. What can I say? If these two triangles are congruent, that means this angle here must be equal to this angle here, right? That means these two angles must be equal. Yes or no? Right? This is by CPCT. Why? Because opposite to this side you have this angle, and opposite to this side you have this angle, right? So therefore I can say angle B, let's write the full thing. Angle FBC is equal to angle ECB. This is by CPCT, right? But what is angle FBC? In the bigger triangle, you see angle FBC is nothing but angle B. And this is nothing but angle C, right? So you can write angle B is equal to angle C. So we have proven two angles to be equal in this triangle. If I can show any other two angles to be equal, then I can say it is an isosceles, it is an equilateral triangle. Why? Because in an equilateral triangle, all the angles are also equal. So which triangle should I identify next? Let me draw this below this. You see these two triangles in the figure? Can you see this in the figure?
Yes, sir.
We are going to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Okay. So this angle is 90 degree and this angle is 90 degree. So let's see how to prove. So we say in triangle ADC and triangle CFA, angle ADC is equal to angle CFA is equal to 90 degree. This is given to you, right? What else? You see that AC is the common side, right? So AC must be equal to AC, common side. What else is given in the figure? You see that in the bigger figure, all these altitudes are equal, right? This, this all are equal, right? So therefore, AD must be equal to CF. It's given. Therefore, what can you say? These triangles are congruent again by RHS. If these two triangles are congruent, what can I say about the angles? See, opposite to this side, we have which angle in this triangle? This. Opposite to this side, we have opposite to this side, we have this angle, right? In the larger triangle, what are these two angles? This angle and this angle, right? So what can I say? Angle angle ACD is equal to angle FAC by CPCT. But what is angle ACD in the larger triangle? This is nothing but angle C, right? And what is this angle here? This is nothing but angle A. So angle C is equal to angle A, isn't it? So what have we shown here? Let us call this 1 and let us call this 2. From 1 and 2, what can I say? I can say angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. Hence, triangle ABC is equilateral. Any questions? I have not shown the proof here. Yes, tell me, what is your question?
So can you show the upper part? I will take a screenshot.
This one?
So, excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
No, the other one, sir.
Sir,
Other one.
we have to divide this type of angles into many parts, yeah, into two parts only.
Which one?
So this type of angles we have to divide in exam also and show how.
You don't have to write, you don't have to draw the figure separately. I have drawn the figure separately only to show you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Can I move on now?
Sir, can you please little down? I need to see the last answer.
In the problem, I have not shown the, I have not done the proof here. Okay. in the notes, but the proof I have shown it here, so you can copy it from here.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, can you please scroll it a little up? I need to see the last line which you have wrote. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine. So I'll move on to the next problem.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So I don't have a doubt regarding this chapter, but I have a doubt regarding simultaneous linear equation. That's in test. So we will also get sums from that the problems on simultaneous linear equation.
Yes, of course. Simultaneous. Have I given a test on simultaneous equations to you? Have I mentioned that chapter in the unit test?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then yes, you will get. What is the problem? Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
on Friday, 23rd July, is your test on indices and simultaneous equations and Pythagoras theorem. So you'll get sums on simultaneous equations. You won't get problems on simultaneous equation because I have not discussed those.
Yes, sir. That only I was asking regarding
No,
the
no.
problem.
No, I have not discussed this, so I will not give. I will simply give you simultaneous equations to solve.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let us now see the next problem here. Let's draw the diagram as it is given here. Okay, so once we have drawn the diagram, now we'll read the question. In the figure given below, D and E are points on the side BC of triangle ABC such that BD is equal to DC. Okay, fine. So it's already given in the figure that these two are equal. Okay, next part is, and AD is equal to AE. Also, you can see that they are marked in the figure. AD is equal to AE. You need to show that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle AEC. That means these two triangles here. These two triangles you need to show they are congruent. Okay. So how do we start? First of all, what you see is this triangle here. This is an isosceles triangle, right? This is an isosceles triangle in which sides are equal? AD and AE. That means these two angles must be equal, because in an isosceles triangle, opposite to equal sides are equal angles, right? So that means let us call these two angles X. If these two angles are X, this angle must be how much? 180 minus X, angle on a straight line. This angle must also be 180 minus X, right? Okay, so now that means these two triangles, these two angles are also equal. So now what can you say in these two triangles, this triangle and this triangle? What can you say? This side equal to this side equal to this side, and one angle also equal. That means these two must be congruent. But by what